Chiefs. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Fielded in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Mahomes gets it out quickly, and it's complete out wide. And he'll be out right at the 35. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs.
Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Out of the gun on third down. Here's Tua. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 25-yard line.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The kick is
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on fourth, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on fourth down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
And it's 3rd down.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. It's complete to Grant. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Breida.
He's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, fifth defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Play action. Now it's Tua. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
First down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
On second down, a run with Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
And inches.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's third and inches. Here's Allen. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal.
A 21-yard attempt.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and the Dolphins are going to tie the score at 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Now they try the right side here. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Back at his own 49.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now on 2nd and 13, Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Jerome Baker right there in coverage.
That was a nice job defensively. You could almost see him going through the coaching points. Adjust, find the football, knock it away. Well executed.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jerome Baker. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll start on the ground with Breida. And some room to roam now. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Touchdown, Miami.
Matt Breida hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. And he's able to put it through.
Makes the score Dolphins 10. Chiefs 3.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
5-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On the ground, it's Geis. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
The 19-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. From 19 yards away. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying.
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off Byron Jones. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Off to Geis on the screen. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Complete.
From 8 yards out. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
Tucker lining up for the extra point.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play. And got his man complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big pickup of 38.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He's going to go up top again. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones.
Intercepted by the Dolphins. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Tua, the final shot before half. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
For 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On play action, here's Tua. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, partners, a pretty easy explanation for his success in this one. He's very comfortable throwing the football. Did you just see that one? In the pocket, no real pressure, yet to be sacked today. When he's that comfortable, that leads to those types of completions.
This is Geis, and not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 28 yards.
First down.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Mahomes pass.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now second and
They go play action. Now Mahomes being chased out left. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Now a handoff working right. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 catches now on this drive alone. They can't stop it. It's another first down. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
They'll try to run with Hines. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Taking over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they started with a 1st and 10. They'll start out here with the option left. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Bennett. And down he'll go at the 25.
To number 82.
They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off of play action. Tagovailoa. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, still a long way to go, but trending upward. They scored the last time out, you remember. Then their defense forced the punt. Now, and my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
Justin Tucker.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Dolphins 31, Chiefs 10. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the 4th quarter. They need points quickly. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Jerome Baker in on the tackle.
Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Defensively, with this lead in the 4th quarter, I guess you can allow a run of that magnitude.
You're right about that, but really the focus has got to be don't fall in love with the idea that you're getting big runs now. You're right. They're actually being allowed. They've got to think really hard about getting some chunk plays through the air, too.
Behind the ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
At the 47-yard line.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He's going to air one out. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to draw a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
Here's Tua. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They begin the drive with Hines. And he's going to be out of bounds up past the 5. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And that run, that changes the whole mentality about the drive right there. They were starting on their own 2-yard line. They just wanted enough space to punt the football successfully. Now they're talking about putting together a drive.
They run again with Hines. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
When you're trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Tua going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
A loss of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Now Tua. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
To number 83.
They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Mahomes sacked.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
10 at the 49-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. Forced out to his left. And that's incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Now a desperation throw. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter.
For the extra point.
You got to understand situational football, because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And this will be a touchback as Grant opts not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
And when you've already thrown 2 interceptions, you got to take extra special care of the football because that one could very easily have been a third.
Yeah, off-balance, pressure coming. Probably just has to stick that one in his pocket, right?
He does. I just think that when he's in a rut like this, I think this happens to a lot of quarterbacks, they try and overcome it by making big-time throws. Throws they know they shouldn't make, but they're hoping to complete them rather than having the confidence that they actually will.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Ashton Davis.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around.
And it's caught. He's got it for a late touchdown. But probably a little too late. It would take a miracle of epic proportions if they're going to pull this one off.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this. I know you are, too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. So they'll line up for the onside kick. 18 seconds to go. And the Dolphins are indeed going to get this, and that should all but do it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They stay on the ground. Geis again. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
Brings up third down.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult it is for the team that wears the crown because they're going to get everyone's best shot. So let's face it, they circled this game. We're going to go in there and take down the defending Super Bowl champs. This is our opportunity. They're not going to walk out of here with a trophy today, but they will walk out with respect around the league. And to them, that's vitally important.
So for Miami, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll have a tough one at home next week against the Denver Broncos. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.